Okay, here's the last part on SageCrit. Basically, I got banned from his chat, and this is how it went down. I happened to go into a stream, which this was today, April 28th, 2020. I happened to go into his stream, and there was a guy in his chat, a regular viewer, regular chatter, and he was suggesting this one guy named NF. It's like a rapper, and he was playing some rap. The music suggested by this guy in chat, he was playing some rap, and I never heard of this guy in my entire life. I had no idea who this guy was, but I thought, really, that's what you're listening to? So I was starting to chat with him, and that's what apparently this was it. SageCrit, this is what he streams for, is to have like a debate, AMA, ask me anything, open debate, open discussion. And so I was starting to discuss and debate. So I put out my point of view that the songs he was listening to, it was like rap, some kind of obscure rap I had never heard of. It was basically just somebody talking fast over a click beat, and I said that in chat, and the person who was in chat suggesting this stuff, obviously he's like a fan. So, he tried to persuade me that the guy actually could sing, and he was giving me some different songs to look up, and I looked him up, and I thought, "Nah, he's not really singing a whole lot. There's a lot of other people that can do it better." I didn't think so, so I said that. And then isn't this something? I was starting to get accused of being a troll because I didn't agree that the rap they were playing was good. Isn't that something? Right here. I thought this is just like a guy talking fast over a click beat. And I said that, and they said, "Oh, they don't talk in bars. People don't talk in bars." The guy said, as in the song structure. But that's basically what it sounded like, was a guy talking fast over a click track. And because I didn't agree with SageCrit and this one guy that this rap they were listening to was really good, was some really nice stuff, I was being called a troll, as if I was trying to get a reaction out of them or something. All I was doing was posting my opinion on music, trying to have a discussion. And I said I would post a link to a song, that I think is where the guy can sing, that's good. I was going to post a link, but I said they're blocked. And then SageCrit himself said, "Send me a link and I'll post it." So I sent him one through a whisper on Twitch. And the song, if you want to hear what the song it was, I'll just leave a comment. If you want to hear the song, I'll give you a link. But he hadn't heard it before, and that was the whole reason I posted this in chat too. The whole reason I gave him that link was to expose him to new music that's real, that is my kind of music. And he only played about 2 to 2.5 minutes of the song before putting on a different song by the same person, the same band, because this is what he said: "I grew up on music like this," and he recognized the song, so he put on something else. It's like, really? I sent you this link so you can hear this song, and you played 2 and 2.5 minutes of it, and then you put on something else you recognize. Like, what the hell did I even send the link for if you're not even gonna play the whole thing? And that happened to me before too. I sent him a link to this one song. It's like an 8-minute song. It's kind of interesting though, and he listened to. It was really weird. He listened to about 7 minutes of it, a little over 7 minutes, and he said, "Oh, that's a pretty long song," and then he put something else on it. It's like, okay, so you played 7 minutes out of 8 minutes of that song, and then you put something else on. Your attention span apparently ran out. And on this one, I don't know, by his facial expression when the song was playing, he must have thought I was like, as I wrote here, as like I was joking. I don't know what he was thinking. Like he must have thought I was like a troll. Why would I go through to suggest this song? It wasn't a troll link. It was an actual song. From what I could tell, though, he seemed to be thinking that I was joking. But the rap that the other guy suggested, no, that wasn't a joke. And then he was playing League of Legends, and like I stated in my previous video, he got mad at that game, and I was talking in chat about the band that my song was from and that he was listening to, some history on him and my opinion, and he ignored that. because as I've stated in my previous videos, he'll get mad at the game he's playing, and he'll ignore what you are saying in chat. And he said something like, "Who are you to me? Who are you to say what music is good and what isn't?" Well, I was stating my opinion, and then he said, "Oh, I think you're asking to get timed out." And then he timed me out for 600 seconds, which is the default timeout on Twitch, which is 10 minutes, of course. And I figured, as it says here, I figured, at this point, he's like on the verge of just blowing up. And, I could really, I'm not get benefiting from this stream. It's kind of unique, how he's talking about conspiracy stuff, but I haven't really gained anything that good from it. I really have nothing to lose at this point. So I prepared a message and sent it when the timeout expired with an emote saying, like a emote, I'm thinking. And it basically said, "Quite interesting how I've been following and consistently in chat for well over a year." And there was some other part of to it, I can't even remember. "And you want to get rid of me, then feel free." Because that's what he was saying, is he'll get rid of me. There are plenty, and that's what I put. I figured I might as well just push him over the edge at this point. He's so pissed off about my opinion that rap isn't the best music ever, that I might as well just push him over the edge. There are plenty of other Twitch channels that aren't unemployed stoners, that don't burp and fart and cuss constantly. And I posted a few more emotes in his chat just for comedy purposes, and he banned me. And not long later, I was in his Discord, and I checked his Discord. I thought maybe I could post something real quick before I get kicked out of that too. But he banned me from his Discord, and he did that on stream too. Even though he had his screen blacked out, he talked about doing it, and he banned me. Even though his Discord is what made me create an account in the first place. And he sarcastically, how nice of him to say this. Read this here. "Thanks for the support. What am I going to do without you?" is basically what he said. Because, listen to this. I had never donated anything to his stream. I had never contributed to him monetarily. And he knew that too. He knew I hadn't ever subscribed. I was gifted a subscription once, but I hadn't ever, before on my own. I hadn't ever donated any bits or anything. And he knew that. And he like a true dick, he sarcastically said, "Thanks for the support. What am I gonna do without you?" And I tried clipping this stuff on Twitch too, but the Twitch was kind of broken for some reason. I don't know why the clips weren't working. Of course, right now they weren't working when this was going on. But yeah, he sarcastically said that because I hadn't contributed to him, monetarily. That's part of the reason, I am sure, that's part of the reason he banned me, is because I hadn't. If I was a subscriber, he probably wouldn't have. Just tell you that right now. If I was subscribed, and especially for a couple of months, if I had subscribed for a couple of months or maybe donated 1,000 bits or something, he probably wouldn't have banned me. But I hadn't. I had just been following for over a year in chat almost on a daily basis. So he banned me. I hadn't contributed to him in terms of money. And basically, this is quite something how a person can turn on you. You think, this streamer's really nice, he's a really nice guy. But look what this guy did to me. Last night, April 27th, 2020, I played a game called Fistful of Frags with him, which is a Wild West shooter. We played the game together. And when he was banning me, he called me like a freaking creep and a weirdo because when we were playing the game, I was kind of throwing some insults at him, and the game has these in-game voice lines, and I was basically using those in-game voice lines and stuff, kind of having fun with them and saying those voice lines when I kill him, having fun, it's funny. And when he was playing with me, he kind of thought that was funny too, and he'd throw some insults at me too, like it says here, and I didn't call him names for it or anything. I didn't get pissed off. It was all in good fun. We were having a good time. It was the first time we had played that game together since probably, I guess, January or maybe December of last year. And I was one person in chat where he could, like it says here, he could game with me, but then he puts it off and he gets mad at me for trying to have fun. He called me a creep for trying to actually get into the game a little bit, and for comedy, trying to get into the game, say a couple of voice lines. He got mad at me. He called me a creep. And there's creeps that play that game that are like, they talk about sexual crap, like suck my nuts. I never said anything like that. All I'm saying is trying to have fun. And he called me a creep and a weirdo for it. And what happened was like, it was like a pain trying to get him to play this game with me. When he actually has somebody in chat that he can game with, he puts it off. It was like last week, Saturday, I said, you want to play this game because I got it working now? Oh, maybe tomorrow. And then I asked him again. He was kind of talking with somebody in chat on Reddit. Uh, maybe tomorrow. And then I asked him again, tomorrow for sure. And then I said, I'll hold you to it. And I never even went into his stream because he was talking with somebody and I didn't want to bother him. He'd probably say, oh, maybe tomorrow. He kept putting off it. The one time I actually can game with him and we can have some fun together with somebody in chat, he kept putting it off. He's so high. That was probably part of it too. He was so high. He was so dazed. He figured he'll just do it another day. He didn't feel like it. And then when we finally get to do it, he calls me a creep and a weirdo for trying to have fun in the game with him. It's like, what the hell? It's quite somehow that the previous night before, you could be having fun with somebody, and then, the next day, they turn on you. And this is what he said here. He says, as you can see here, I'm not going to say the word because I want to keep this a little bit friendly, but this is what he called me. And for expressing my opinion on music, and that it's my attitude. That's what he said. It's my attitude that I guess my opinion wasn't the same as his. So it's my attitude. It was all me. That's quite some how he turned this back on me. I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. It's my attitude. It's all me. All the guy in chat. You're perfect. SageCrit himself. He's perfect. He has no problems, no flaws. But the guy is in chat. Oh, they suck. And he says in his title of his stream pretty often, ask me anything. But when I discussed my musical opinions and taste, he went against me. And he seemed to think that like I said, my suggestion was a joke and that I'm a troll. And like I said in my other videos, I've seen this before. If he strongly disagrees with someone else's point of view, he'll lose his temper and he'll go off on you. I'm not the only person this has happened to. And he kind of rudely asked, well, let me hear one of your songs then. As if like I'm a musician, even though he has no songs himself. He's not a musician either, and he pirates all of his music. I'm 100% sure he pirates all of his music because he has like these BBC radio broadcasts he records and he stores them on his computer and he listens to those because they play like dubstep music, and I'm 100% sure those are pirated. He has all this pirated music and he listens to it on YouTube with probably like an ad blocker. He doesn't want to pay a penny for his music. And it's like, God, he's like a freaking criminal. That's like illegal to pirate your music. And this is what his music taste is. If it isn't rap, if it isn't dance, if it isn't upbeat, he doesn't like it. And the song I suggested isn't any of that. So he didn't like it. And I suggested a band called Air Supply. They're like a soft rock band. I suggested them once, and he says, we'll rock some Air Supply sometime. That's what he told me. And I thought, yeah, right. This band is like a slow ballad, love-oriented band. And I thought, yeah, right. You're going to play them for a couple of minutes and think, oh, this is pretty slow, and they'll put on something else. And of course, I'm banned now. That'll never happen. It's like, God, he's so full of himself. And he also deleted, like I said in my previous video, he deleted the VOD on Twitch, which is the video on demand that you can watch of previous streams. He deleted it after the stream, the one that all this stuff happened in. He deleted it. And it's like, that's basically the same thing that Shift did, is because what happened in Shift's stream after he banned me, I couldn't find it. The incident where it happened, I couldn't find it. But yeah, this guy is a complete a-hole. I don't want to swear in this video to discourage people like he does. Every 5 words out of his mouth, he's swearing, but avoid this guy at all costs. I thought he was good. No, he's not. No, he is not. He is the exact opposite. He'll go against you. He'll disagree with you. Just like, God, somebody can turn on you so quick.